In the fast-paced chaos of today's world, our minds are continuously preoccupied and our desires relentlessly push us forward. Yet, within this whirlwind, we often overlook the pure delight of mere existence. It's time to awaken to the conscious act of being, recognizing that the present moment is our truest possession. Let us make now the focal point of our lives. One simple practice that can help us achieve this is mindful walking. The next time you find yourself moving from one place to another, I invite you to engage in a new way of seeing and listening, free from the constant chatter of the mind. Release the need to constantly conceptualize, interpret, and label every passing thought or sensation that enters your consciousness. Instead, simply observe and listen without the burden of thought. We have become accustomed to labeling and categorizing everything we feel, perceive, and experience. This craving for constant judgment perpetuates an incessant conflict with both situations and people. But what if this is merely a habit, one that can be broken? Here's the extraordinary part. It requires no action on our part. All we need to do is allow each moment to be as it is. When you embrace and accept what is, you reach a deeper level within yourself. At this profound level, your inner state is no longer dependent on the mind's judgments of what is good or bad. By saying yes to all of life's circumstances and accepting the present moment as it unfolds, you discover a profound inner peace. In our search for peace, joy, and freedom, we often find ourselves entangled in the intricate web of attachments. Our minds constantly grasp onto thoughts, desires, and expectations, weaving a complex tapestry that obscures the simplicity of being. But what if we could unravel this web of attachment? What if we could release the grip of our thoughts and surrender to the present moment? True peace, joy, and freedom arise when we transcend the limitations of attachment. Attachment binds us to the relentless pursuit of external validation and fulfillment. We believe our happiness and self-worth depend on specific outcomes or possessions. However, this relentless striving leaves us perpetually unsatisfied, forever chasing a mirage that eludes our grasp. There is another way, a path of liberation that lies in embracing the simplicity of being. It begins with recognizing the impermanent nature of all things and understanding that attachment to the transient is a recipe for suffering. By loosening our grip on expectations, we create space for the unfolding of life's mysterious dance. Resisting thoughts is another key aspect of this journey. Our minds incessantly chatter, generating an endless stream of thoughts, judgments, and interpretations. But what if we could step back and observe this mental activity without becoming entangled in its grasp? Cultivating the ability to witness our thoughts with detachment allows us to break free from their control and open ourselves to a higher wisdom beyond our limited thinking. Through this process, we discover the profound beauty of presence, the art of fully inhabiting the here and now, and connecting with the essence of life itself. We awaken to the richness of each passing moment, immersing ourselves in the depth of existence with an open heart and a clear mind. The eternal now, this moment, has always been and will always be complete in itself. There's no need for interpretation, just an invitation to let life be and flow through us unhindered by the constant interference of the mind. In embracing this truth, we find a serenity beyond understanding, a harmony with the inherent perfection of existence. Within the realm of thought, much suffering and sadness arise when we mistakenly believe that every passing thought in our minds is an absolute truth. It's not the external situations themselves that cause unhappiness. Rather, it's our thoughts and interpretations about those situations that leave us feeling discontented. Recognizing this truth allows us to disidentify from these thoughts, connecting with the essence beyond the mind's chatter, the silence beneath the mental noise, the love and joy beneath the veil of pain. This self-awareness brings forth a profound sense of freedom, salvation, and illumination. In the grand tapestry of life, there exists an invitation to step out of the shadows of the past and future and fully immerse ourselves in the radiant embrace of the present moment. Within this sacred realm, true liberation awaits as we embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery. At the heart of this odyssey lies the relinquishment of the ego's insatiable need for control. The ego, that ever-present companion, whispers stories of separation and grasping, seeking to dominate and shape our experiences according to its desires. Unaware of the internal wellspring of energy within us, the ego constantly seeks fulfillment in the external world. The ceaseless voice inside our heads, which never seems to quiet down, becomes obsessed with form, oblivious to the most crucial dimension of human existence: the sacred, the silence, the formless, the divine. When we release the grip of excessive thinking, a remarkable transformation occurs. Our perception of reality undergoes a profound shift as we cease compulsively labeling everything we encounter and relinquish our attachment to our personal narrative. In this awakening, the vibrant aliveness of the present moment emerges, replacing the conceptual notion of the self. Within this state of simplicity, we discover a profound shift in our being. We no longer cling to complex identities or unnecessary mental constructs. We are liberated from the burdensome weight of excessive thought, and the richness of life unfolds before us in its raw and unadorned beauty. Embracing the power of presence allows us to transcend the limitations of the ego and connect with the deeper essence of ourselves. True fulfillment resides not in the pursuit of external achievements or validations, but in the profound intimacy with our own being. Through fully inhabiting the present moment, we uncover the boundless wellspring of peace, joy, and authenticity that resides within. Living in the present, however, requires a certain level of inner attunement, an awakening to the subtle whispers of the moment. It demands that we cultivate heightened awareness, a conscious presence that permeates our every breath and reverberates through our core. In this state of deepened presence, we become attuned to the intricate symphony of life unfolding around and within us, dancing in harmony with the rhythm of existence itself. Releasing the ego script is no small feat. It requires a willingness to let go of our attachment to outcomes, identities, and the illusion of control. It beckons us to surrender to the ever-shifting tides of life with an unwavering trust in the wisdom of the universe. Through this surrender, we discover a newfound freedom, liberation from the shackles of fear, anxiety, and discontent. As we relinquish the need to be special, we become ordinary in the most extraordinary sense. Embracing our essential ordinariness, we find profound contentment and a deep sense of belonging to the tapestry of life. There is no need for comparison or competition, as we recognize that each individual thread in the fabric of existence plays a vital role in the grand design. Living in the present moment becomes a sacred practice, a journey of continuous discovery. We learn to appreciate the gift of each passing second, fully immersing ourselves in the exquisite present. As we let go of the past burdens and the future's uncertainties, we enter a state of timelessness, where eternity embraces us in its loving embrace. In the embrace of the present, we no longer perceive life as a destination to be reached, but a journey to be savored. The present moment becomes a sanctuary of profound wisdom and grace, inviting us to shed the masks of pretense and embrace the authenticity of our being. Through the gateway of presence, we step into a realm of infinite possibilities. Here, every choice is empowered by consciousness, every action infused with intention. We cease to merely react to life's circumstances, but respond with clarity and grace. With presence as our guiding light, we find solace in the midst of chaos, peace amidst turmoil, and joy in the simplest of moments. We become both the observer and the observed, the dancer and the dance, the seeker and the sought. In this dance of presence, we discover the ultimate paradox. The more we let go, the more we find. Our striving transforms into surrender, our searching becomes a homecoming, and in the sacred embrace of the eternal now, we discover the vastness of our own being. The essence of meditation, for example, lies in the stillness, in becoming aware of the spaces between words. The most significant achievement in our lives is the ability to be quiet, and wisdom arises from maintaining inner calm and silence. Simply observe and listen. There is nothing more required. Cultivating a state of tranquility while observing and listening activates the genuine intelligence that resides within you. Allow this inner calm to guide your words and actions. In moments of silence, we reconnect with the essence of our being before temporarily assuming this physical and mental form we call a person. We are equally who we were before and who we will be once this form dissipates. The imperfect nature of everything can be as it is. The irony is that when we let go of demands, all situations, people, places, and facts become satisfactory, harmonious, serene, and peaceful. There are situations where no answer or explanation can satisfy. In those moments, it is an invitation to dive deeper into the mysteries of existence, to embrace the uncertainty and profound questions that lie beyond the realm of mere comprehension. It is an opportunity to dwell where the mind's limitations dissolve, surging a profound sense of awe. In those moments, life may seem devoid of meaning. Perhaps someone in despair reaches out to you, and you find yourself at a loss for what to do or say. However, when you wholeheartedly accept that you do not know, when you surrender the futile struggle for answers with the limited thinking of your mind, something remarkable happens. By surrendering, you create space for a greater intelligence to operate through you. This higher wisdom moves beyond the confines of logical reasoning, and in that surrender, you become a channel for a deeper understanding to flow through. It's a recognition that there are realms of consciousness beyond the grasp of the mind, and by acknowledging that, you allow the universe's intelligence to guide your actions and responses. In the vast expanse of silence and acceptance, profound healing can occur. It's where compassion and empathy flourish without the need for explanations. You become a conduit for love and understanding, offering solace to those in need without trying to fix or solve everything. Even the thinking process itself can benefit from this expanded intelligence flowing into it, inspiring new insights. It is essential to be relaxed and at peace with not knowing, for it is in this state that the answers come. When you cease resisting internally, you open yourself to unconditioned awareness, which is infinitely faster than the human mind. This immense intelligence can then express itself through you, providing guidance and support both internally and externally. That's why, when you stop resisting internally, you often find that things improve. The will that flows through your actions will no longer be ego-driven. The smaller will must yield, allowing a more potent will to flow and address the situation at hand. In Buddhist terms, for example, this is known as right action, which arises only from a correct state of consciousness. However, before the right action can emerge, you must leave the ego behind, transcending its limitations to create space for higher wisdom to guide your actions. It is a transformative process that requires humility, surrender, and trust. The self no longer identifies with form, thoughts, or emotions, and you recognize yourself as something formless, the space of consciousness. Now, observe this moment. Notice how the mind categorizes this moment and how this constant process of labeling, this perpetual issuing of judgments, creates pain and unhappiness. By observing the mechanisms of the mind, you step outside of your patterns of resistance, allowing the present moment to be as it is. This grants you a glimpse of an inner state free from external conditions, a state of true deep peace. Accept this moment exactly as it is. Surrender to this moment rather than to a story through which you interpret it. Surrendering means letting go of the need to understand and being okay with what you do not know. When you surrender, the sense of self undergoes a transformation. The self stops identifying with the reaction or a mental judgment and becomes the space around that reaction or judgment. Open yourself to this unconditioned awareness. Practice observing and listening without thought, maintaining inner calm and silence. Then allow life to be. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. I love making these videos for you, and I'm excited to share more insightful content with you in the future. Stay tuned and take care.